the Fusion software. The first thing is I need to create this particular profile. So to do that, I will go for the Fusion software. I will go for units and convert this into centimeter. Okay, because all the dimensions are given in centimeter. So first I will just change the unit to centimeter. Then I will go for a sketch, click on the front plane, and I create this particular profile first, this profile. So to do that, I will take from the origin, I will draw one line of any length, and then I will draw this inclined line. Okay. Then I will come down to dimension, select this, and I give the dimension as 40 centimeter. Okay. Once you give that, then I will go for this dimension. Then I want to give 4 centimeter here. So this is 56 centimeter. So I will come down to this, go to dimension, select this and give the dimension as 56. Okay. So once you do that, now we have this dimension. Clearly, I want to draw one line here of any length. Go to dimension, angle between these two. You will give the dimension as 110 degrees. Okay. So once you do that, now we have this particular profile has been created. Now I want to offset this entire profile by 4 centimeter. So to do that, so here I will try to move this dimension outside. Okay. Then I will go for offset, take the distance as 4, click on chain, select this entire distance as 4. Then similarly, I will click on this and I will take this. Okay. So once you do that, you just click on OK. Now we have these dimensions. So I will remove this dimensional constraints and the dimensions. Now you will go for line. You select this line perpendicular to this point. Similarly, I want to draw a line from here to here. Okay. Once you do that, so now we have this proper dimensioning. We'll go for constraints. Now this is perpendicular. Okay. The next thing is I want to draw this particular line which is at a distance of 36 centimeters. So I will come down to, I'll come down to this. I'll draw a line from here of any length. Okay. Then go to dimension between this line and this line. You give this as 36 centimeter. Yes. Then I want both should be horizontal between these two. Then I want this 4 mm, 4 centimeter again. Again, I will go for offset. Take the distance as, select this one and give it as 4 and say OK. Now I will trim this portion from here to here. Okay. Similarly, then what is the next one? I want to draw this. Okay. Only till here. Yes, this is still here and I will trim this portion. Then I want to draw one more line from this point to this point. Okay. Then I want to give the dimension between this and this to be 4 centimeter. So then I will remove the constraints. You just collect line, select between this line to this line. So we have the entire profile. Now I want to create this profile. Now I will go for line. You select this line and draw one line here. What is the dimension from this point to this point? So from here to here it should be 11. Okay. Then again I want to give offset the distance as 4. I will just that 4 should go inside. Okay. Then you just click on this and give the dimension as 4 centimeters and click on OK now. So once you do that, now all the dimensions have been drawn. I will just place these dimensions as which is required so that it become legitimate so that you can do the modeling when you are trying to do this particular model now. So similarly, I will take this here and this dimension is here. Yeah, everything I have again completed. Once you do that, now I will go for the finish sketch. Once you come down to this finish sketch, Now you create this entire profile by a distance of 4 centimeters. You want to do it now. We'll just go for the finish sketch and go to extrude, select this profile and then this profile and then this profile and then this profile. Correct? Once you do that, yes. Once you do that, you just go to the distance as 4 centimeter. Okay, click on okay, new body. So now we have this one profile. Then once you do that, now I want to remove the material here. So to do that, which is 1 centimeter, I want to remove. I will just go to the sketches and enable sketches and go to extrude, select this sketch and also this sketch and give 1 centimeter inside. So it will going to cut that material. Okay. So once you do that, the next thing is I want to remove one centimeter from here also on this other side. So to do that, I will go for extrude again. You select this profile and this profile. Give the profile offset as 3 centimeters from here. And again, I want the one side, which is again 1 centimeter, I want to cut. And then you click on OK now. So this is how once you do that, now you can see how this profile will going to look from this point. You can see here. Okay, this is the one which you have got a T shape here. This is the one what I want like this. Okay, so once you do that, now I'll go for the 3 dimension. Now I want to move this by a distance of 32 centimeter to the next position. Whatever I want to copy that. I will just go to move or copy. Select this entire thing. Okay, select this entire thing. Okay, then from here I want, sorry, to cancel it. I will go for move, select this entire thing from this point, create copy and take this distance. So I want, what is the total distance I want? I want to move by 32 centimeter. So 32 plus 4 I want, maybe. Sorry. I go to the y distance as 0 and then the x distance is also 0. Then I want to move only in this direction. Cancel it. Okay. I will go for move, select this entire body and create copy. And in this direction, I want to move. So I will take this distance 32 plus 4, 36. I want to give this distance as 36. Click on OK now. Now, if you want to measure this, then the distance between these two should be 32 m, 32 centimeter. I will go for inspect, go for measure distance, select between this point and this point. So it gives 32 centimeter. Okay, fine. Once you do that, now the next thing is I want to create that joining between this point and this point. So to do that, I'll go for a sketch, click on this profile. Okay. Now you come down to project, type P, select this entire body and say OK. Now I will remove bodies. Now I will create the rectangle here. I will go for a rectangle, select 2-point rectangle and you draw this now. I'll go for dimension, select between this line and this line, give it as 0.5. Then again, from here to here, you give the distance as 3 centimeters. Then from this line to here, you take it as 6 and then go for finish sketch and go to 3D and you enable all these things. Now I want to extrude, select this profile. Then I want to rotate this to this point and select to object. Then your distance is to object. Yes, you just take to object. You select this object and say OK. So join. OK. Click on join. Now once you do that, now we have the sketch. OK. The next thing is the next part is I want to create this 40 by 42. That is the flat portion I want to create at the top. So I will just go to 3 dimension. and I will remove, let it be sketches here. Okay. Now I want to go for a sketch. Click on the top surface of this or on this side. Okay. Now I want to create a rectangle. So before doing that, I will draw a line from this point to this point because I want to place that square or the rectangle at the center. So I will just go to create, click on point, select this to the midpoint of this now. Once you do that, now you go for rectangle, select center point rectangle, and I will create this rectangle. Okay. Then I want to give the dimensions for this. What is the dimension? You take dimension this one as 40. Okay. Then I want to give this dimension as 42. Give this dimension as 42. Okay. Now everything has been taken care of here. Then I will going to go for select and I will remove this line. It is not required. Then I will go for the finish sketch and go to 3D. Now I want to give the profile now. So what I want is I want to select this entire thing and give the distance by 2 centimeter. So I will just go to extrude, select this profile, and you come down here, select on this side, on this side. Similarly, on this side, you select. Then on this side also, you select this portion. Okay. So you have selected all the points and then I will give positive 2 centimeter and click on new body. Okay. It should be on new body. Yes. Click on new body. Yes. So now we have the seating arrangement for this stool or the chair. That is the wooden chair. Then the next thing is I want to create this profile and I want to connect between these two. So here, so to do that, I will come down to sketch, click on this surface. Yes. Then you come down to this. Okay. You just fit it. Then you come down to this and go to project, click on bodies. You select on this and you click on OK. Now I will remove bodies. Now we have the points. I will go for a line. Don't take rectangle. I will draw a line perpendicular to this in the first instance. Again, I will draw one more line perpendicular to this in the second instance. And again, one more line perpendicular to this in the third instance. Then give the same cross section, which we have done already. So I will go for dimension. You select this, select this and give the dimension as 6. Okay. Then I want to give the dimension from this point, this line to this line. I want to give it as 0.5. Then I want to give this dimension as, and I want to give the dimension from this line to this line. I want to give it as 3. Automatically, this dimension from here to here, it will be 0.5. Okay. Once you do that, you just go for finish sketch and you come down, enable bodies. So you just go to extrude, select this profile, and then come down to this and you rotate it. Then go to distance to object, select this one, and don't go to join, create new body because I need to copy that. So I have this portion. The next thing is I want to copy that part by 35 centimeters to the down. So I will just go to 3D. Okay. Then I will go for move. Then I will select this point. Okay. This point. Yes. Then create copy. So what is the total distance I want? The total distance I want is 35 centimeters. So I will drag this from this point. I will take 35 plus 6, correct? 41. So I will come down to this 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay. Click on OK. Now I will go for inspect measure distance. You select this point to this point. So it should be 35 centimeter. Yeah. So you can see here 35 centimeter and you just click on close. So once you have that, Now the next thing is I want to create this part now, which is 4 centimeter between these two. Now to do that, I will just go for a sketch, click on this surface. Yes. Now I will go for project, click on this body and say OK. Now I will remove bodies. I will draw a line from this point to this point, so which is the center point. So again, like the same whatever we have done there, I will go for the midpoint. Click on this midpoint. Now I will go for rectangle, select the center point rectangle. Okay, click on this point and you drag this. So what is the dimension I want? The dimension is 4 by 2. So I'll go for dimension, click on this, take 4 centimeters. Then I want to take this dimension as 2 centimeters. Then I will click on this. So I will remove constraints. Then I will remove dimensions also. It's not required for the time being. So I will just go for modify, click on move or copy, select this entire thing. Then I want to create a copy of this. I will take from this point. So from here, I want to move 4. See what is the total distance? I want to take this 4 and this 2 and this 2. So that will be 4 plus 2 plus 2, that is 8. Now I want to give the distance as minus 8. I will give minus 8 now. So I will say click on OK. Now if you want to check the dimension here, so I'll go for dimension between these two. It should be 4. Yes, it is 4 now. Okay. Similarly, on this side also, I want to do the same thing. So for that, I'll go for again move or copy, select this entire thing, and then go to create copy, select on this point. So from here, I want to move it. Again, it is 8 centimeters. Okay. Take 8 centimeter, click on OK now. So again, I'll go for dimension between this one and this one. It is 4. Okay. So once you have that, now I will go for select and I will remove this. It is not required now. So this is how I will be able to create this sketch. So then I will go for finish sketch and go to 3D. Then you go to bodies. So you enable bodies now. Then you just go to extrude, select on this profile. Okay. Select on this side. Similarly, select this one and this one. Then I want to rotate this. Okay. Then you come down to distance to object. Select on this object and I want to join them. So I will click on this. So now we have all the parts have been, this entire model of the wooden chair has been done. So I'll just go for the appearance, go to cherry and click on this part. So again, I want the same cherry come down to this point and similarly on this side. So once you do that, so the entire wooden chair, the model of the wooden chair has been done by using this Fusion software. This will be a typical look like the wooden chair with having all the required, that as per the required dimension, we were able to create this particular model of wooden chair. Thank you.